Well, welcome back, YouTube blade lovers and followers of this old sword. This old sword here with something special today. I've said that a number of times in my reviews, but I do feel this is special because it's a limited edition special knife. And it was my first experience ordering from a company in Finland by the name of Lamnia. Lamnia.com. Fantastic service, quick turnaround. Couldn't believe that I got this to the States in like 3 days from Finland via UPS. So I think if your order is 150 or more combined, you get free shipping, and that's amazing too, internationally. So here we go. Here we have the Ivan Braganets designed real steel Rokot. However, this is special because it's an M390 blackwash with a marbled carbon fiber handle. And, well, let's bring out the original, which I also happen to have, that sort of turned me on to being a fan of the Rokot. Rokot means to boom or rumble in Russian, and it also transliteration into meaning actually a rocket, carrying a payload, a Russian rocket. So that's the extent of my knowledge of the word. If Ivan responds to this review, he may tell you more. This one happens to be in N690, I believe. Yep, very tiny, N690. And that gives you a feel for what the original was with the black G10 handles, deep carry clip, and the Morse code spelling out Ivan's last name, he tells me, Braganets, in Russian. So a lot of people tried transcribing that Morse code into English and it wasn't working. That's because it's in Russian. It's a front flipper and a thumb stud opener. Works very well both ways. Okay, so let's not bore you with the old model. I know you're here to see the new one. And you get a really nice real steel faux brushed steel box. You get a two-ended Torx. I believe it's a T8 and maybe a T6. Haven't checked that out yet. We get a real nifty real steel schematic of the knife. I can open it all the way up or not. So complete breakdown of it. Should you disassemble it, you'll know how to put it back together. And I get a card of authenticity showing the blade material, the length, the thickness, the finish, handle material, the designer, and this is number 019, number 19, produced in looks like March of 2021. And there we have, and it was wrapped up in the microfiber cloth underneath when I got it. Here we have, I know I'm 4 minutes into it, right? But it's a slow drum roll. I'm going to open up the exposure just a little bit here for you. Okay. Marbled carbon fiber with the engraved or milled in Morse code with Ivan's last name. Beautiful job. Coating on the clip and the blade. Beautiful job. Fires open amazingly easily. It's got that classic Rokot drop point. It's sharp as hell. And there is the designer's name, Ivan Braganets. And here we have verification that it is indeed an M390 steel. There's Ivan's maker's mark. And he's been doing a lot lately. He came out with a line of knives coming directly from Russia called Crystal, or Cristal. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Kristal. I've ordered one of the Auroras, which is an amazing knife, so you'll see that up the line somewhere when that finally comes in. But just check out how nice this knife is. As good as the old one was, original one. This one just has a lot of premium looks to it, premium materials. So if you really like the Rokot and you were a big fan, you're going to like this one. From Lamnia, 125. If you get your order up to 150, free shipping. No tax that I'm aware of. But just, again, if you're a fan of this knife, you're going to like this version. Blackwash only in the M390. They are doing, and may be discontinued by now, I'm not sure, an S35 VN with a brush blade and regular carbon fiber maybe handles. I'm not sure, but there have been a number of versions of this knife since it's been so popular. And notice that we have, believe that is either a carbon fiber or a G10 backspacer that is bridged, so it's suspended, so to speak, and at least in that area. We've got the same thing going on over here with the original. And let's do some specs. I'm just going to read you some specs so we don't take much more time in doing measurements. I'm going to read you some specs off of Lamnia's page, and I believe these are accurate. Blade material M390, straight back blade, full flat grind, hardness 59 to 60 Rockwell, blackwash coating. Call it blackwash. It's really more of a actual black coating. What type, I'm not sure, but it's not black wash. It might be a matter of translation, I'm not sure. But if you know what blackwash looks like, this isn't it. Stud opening and front flipper opening. Handle is marbled carbon fiber. Designer is Ivan Braganets. The weight is 3.633 ounces. That is light. Overall length 8.27 inches. Blade length 3.74 inches. It is 4.53 inches folded. And it has a blade thickness of 0.13 inches. And I think that covers the specs. Question is it lighter or heavier than the original? So in order to do that, let's close it up. Bring out the trusty scale, back out just a little. And the original knife, and these weight measurements might actually vary from what I read, we'll see. 3.295, oh, it's changing. 3.315. I wonder if I'm touching the scale. I'm going to call it a 3.6, okay? Let's see what we have on the limited edition. 3.340. So it is a lighter knife. Let's see what they said it was. They gave the weight as 3.633, so it's even lighter than that. Light knife for the size. Quick comparison with a few of the standards I have on hand here. It is a longer knife for sure than the Griptilian. And against the Rat 1, Rat 1's longer handle slightly. The blade is, I would say, the same. And that's very interesting. So, despite the classy looks, this could be a very cool user for you. Carries flat, great ergos, and you know, you can brag that you've got pretty fancy, almost custom version of the Rokot. Speaking of custom version, I know Ivan has been advertising on Instagram that he is bringing in some varied color handles, all rainbow of color, for the Rokot. You can put them on the Rokot, but I don't think I'd want to take these nice marbled carbon fiber off of this knife. But it would be a way of fancying up the original and putting blue or orange or I believe ivory or white and a whole bunch of colors on the original. So there we have the limited edition real steel Ivan Braganets designed Rokot. Hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. This Old Sword signing out.